the second part of the video. So let me get straight to the technical talks. Oh damn, my second computer is not liking what I'm doing to it. All right, so first of all, I want to talk about, like, say, what are some of the important things to look out for in the market, right? So, I mean, I wake up early in the morning. Sometimes I wake up by 3 in the morning because I don't only trade stocks, also in other markets as well. All the verticals leave. Oh no, I'm not gonna leave. Okay, all right. So I'm also in other verticals. So I'm gonna get off AMC now. Should I look at no? Let's keep it stock. Let's keep it stock today. Okay, I'm gonna talk only about stock. Um, you have to set before, like, taking. What do you do? Like, what do I typically do before I take my strategy? What I've learned in finding the right stocks for the day. I mean, where's the day? No, week far. So I mean, this is pre-market as of the time of recording this. So whatever data you see here is as of June 2nd when I'm recording this. But pre-market opens the day before. So this pre-market, you look for basically to pick um what I do to start adding stocks to my pick is I want to see who had a healthy run, a very healthy run in the last 4 hours. And I've had a healthy run the last, that I could say, okay, um, I'm looking for volume. You know what I mean? You're also looking for volume here. What's going on here? Was the volume? You're looking for how much gap you did the day before. Like, jeez. Here we go. This is KO. Oh, damn. You're not even seeing everything. This is KOS. How can I move this recording? I mean, if you follow, you know it's KOS. This is the instrument. Anyways, so looking at this, why is it what it is? Like, when we look at it here, why would I prepare, say tomorrow I want to jump in and put in a big lot on this? What is their market fundamentals? What tools are other traders saying? How recent are these information? Can I rely on them if I go to the actual chart and say, what does the chart tell me, right? What is it telling? Because continue, there's a whole letting people put lines in a bunch of stuff and then say, hey, throw a line, boom, throw another line, boom. You know what I mean? That's the average. Throw another line, find spots, boom. I could tell you this is what's going on. Yeah. I mean, if you were here, say you're here in the market, you see the trend. I mean, you kind of sort of see the trend. Right. And then boom. But what's been happening? Let's look at it on the day, right? This is what happened today from 26 to 39. So if you got in, it being a nice guapation, you know what I mean? So what kind of news would make you get on this kind of trade? No, that's what news. Can I look at AMC or just come on? All right, there we go. So here, this will do on the best to see. Okay, bam, 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 did. Of course, everybody talking about them. We're talking about this. Okay. So basically, all the news about this is here. So you look at the news for the day. You also look at other sites like what am I seeing? Look at stock. Jeez. Stock. news on the stock. Okay, so you want to look for news on the stock, or instruments, because or whatever instrument, because I could be trading stock right now, taking stock trades, and next moment I'll be on crypto, whatever crypto tool instruments out there, playing with it and seeing what opportunities out there to make gains in the market, right? So basically, the news is one thing, but the news is not always all. Like, actually looking at what's going on here would let you know somewhat what is happening. Say, okay, how can you catch this kind of, okay, I mean, volume is another thing. Jeez, I forgot what I'm, part of my manners. Well, it's 5 o'clock, so the market is closed. So looking at day, let's look at hour. 1930. So this is it. Market is closed. How could you have gained from this? This is hour, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is me 17. It's 21. There you go. And June 2nd. June 1st, June 1st. How could you have gapped here? For me, here's how I trade. The simple rule, the simple layman, like if you've been following me, I keep my chart here 721 77 721 77, right? I use this because I know that whenever this is up here, I get it. But then the name of the game is to lose less, yo. The name of the game is to lose less. Lose less. 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 You want to get your skill set to say, okay, could I have seen this happening? Or what kind of factors could I have paid attention to on the 23rd that gave birth to this, making this move on the 24th, right? Because this happened in the morning. This happened on the 24th. For me, I look for trades on the out, not just news. Like there's FDA, there's FDA news, FDA approval, FDA approval, right? Um, there's news, whatever's on the news, right? News, of course, not fake news. Not fake news, but real news, which is this 8 minutes long. You know what I mean? Avoid stocks that are being acquired by other companies. So, I generally avoid acquisition. Look at it with crooked eye. I look at acquisition with crooked eye, like look at acquisition like this, like that's see the emoji, right there. That's the emoji I look at. Cause I can't even spell. Autocorrect come to my rescue. There we go. Thank you. So, um, so I was trying to explain how could you not get caught in this kind of gap up between the 24th and the 25th? Because if and how would I have traded this? So in a pre-market like this, what I do look for is heavy volume like this, right? If you see on the 24th here, if you're looking on the chart here, the 24th, the volume has spiked. So given that the volume has spiked and the market is done, the market like just close of market, something's bound to happen. So usually I put in my order right away. I just go whatever. I put in a couple of order in the morning or in a pre post market for hopefully to be executed before, because you know that when there's this much energy and there's this much movement in the RSI, right? It's already over, so there's excitement in the market. The day before, people gonna get excitement of the news, but the next day, holders gonna be like, I'm out of here. Whatever is going on in the news, I don't want to be part of it, right? So they trade on news, they trade on technicals, technicals. Um, I trade on technicals. I don't really watch news like that. So just prefer trading on technicals, because like that way you can go here simply on a 5 minute chart, right? And keep an eye on the trade, because once I see this much volume, what was I February, or I was looking at this big here, okay. When you see this much volume, like the stock market is so predictable, it's way more predictable than the crypto market, or the, oh, not even the binary option market or the forex market. The stock market, like if you see this the day before, some kind of massive volume, where's that major gap up here that I was looking at? Is it here? What date was it? All right, so I'm looking at this. Okay, this volume here. So when I see a major, let me go back to the hours. Sorry. I was playing with this hypothetical, because I was never in this trade, so don't think I was in this trade. But I'm just using this for demonstration purposes. So you see where the market closed. You know, I remember a few years ago, I went to meet a friend and he was telling me, oh, he's scanning for like volumes in the market. And then I only traded crypto. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was saying volumes, because he could get in the volume the day before and scalp. Like, see this? See where my cursor is? This is 27th, right? If you look scan for volume on the 28th and then get into the trade, you easily would have scalped like a certain kind of amount, right? I'm not saying, oh, this is how it goes, but I keep my eye. Once I'm in the trade, and if it's spike, when I'm doing day trade, when I'm trading on volume, right? Day trade, trading strictly on volume, then it's a different situation, scenario, because you don't know, is this the top or is this the bottom, right? So that's why I have multiple. My other chart has a whole bunch of stuff. This is very simplified. A whole bunch of stuff to give me information in real time, not the news, not what anybody in any station is telling me, but what the chart is telling me minute by minute. You know what I mean? I go on the minute, go on the 5 minute, and you follow the line. This is the money line. Okay. I keep an eye on the minute, because in case when there are spikes, you're quick to see drops before it becomes catastrophic, right? In case when there's spike, you can see consolidations. Then you can make your own decision and say, oh, do I want to be in this consolidation, right? Or do I want to get out before I get stumped out, right? So once you see that on a minute, I would pan out on the go out on the 5 minute, know that I'm not tripping. 5 minutes will usually tell you, here's where we are, and the hour will just be like, hey, this is where we are not. You understand? This is where we are not. We're not even in range. So keep an eye on multiple time frames, lets you know where you are in the market, in the trend. I can't emphasize this enough. Using stock market watches, whatever is out there. Use Google to check. One tool that I've heard a lot of people talk about is Thinkorswim. Um, I'm so used to using TradingView for the past couple of years, since I don't know, 3 4 years now, 5 years, that I don't all I'd almost like, do I need something else? You know, so I don't know if I need anything else other than trading view, but I'm gonna check out Think or Swim. Think or Swim, put it out there. Check it out. Everybody keeps saying, like, a lot of top traders that have been around say how they started getting way more profit. They started being more profitable when they switched over to Thinkorswim. So I think I'm definitely gonna look into Thinkorswim. But that's some of the ideas I wanna share with you on just picking right stocks. If you're day trader, scalper, whatever your forte is, I prefer to go long because I can sleep easy at night. If you catch this trend, but you don't know there's this and then there's that. Best is to just write it out. That's why I go out on the even on this, right? That's on the 3 minutes chart. Sorry, I don't trade 3 minutes. But if you look at the bigger boys, if you keep an eye on this, you're gonna miss this pump. This pump action right now, which is I think I gotta dump some AMC. So time making this video. So it goes up, it slides down, and say, oh, the market corrects, and this is where you belong. And it says, that's where I belong. Say no, that's where you belong. Say nah, that's where I belong. Say no, this way you belong. Say no, that's where I belong. Say nah, I'm super hot. Say no, you're not. Come like I'm not hot. It's like so this dialogue is going on between the sellers and the buyers and the market and whatever exchange we have. You see, this is hot. This is hot right there. So. Too hot. Hot. It's hot right there. Yeah. It's too hot right there. That's too hot. Once it gets there, and look, it gives me this kind of power. And you keep an eye on it. Because at this point is there we go. Right. So there's some conversation that's being had in the market, and that conversation is saying where we gonna go? We gonna go up or we gonna go down? Well, the MACD says we could be going down, right? Volume says we could be going up, but hey, there's a big sell-off here. And by the way, we're trading on top of the RSI. So cheap, man. It's just I'm so used to the free version, and you get everything. I'm on top here, so is there room for growth? There could be some correction. I mean, I don't trade on that, but see, it hasn't broken. Channel hasn't broken, even though like the MACD is correcting and resetting itself. It's still on top. It hasn't gone over, it hasn't gone down. So everything is set. I wouldn't get out of this trade. Let me even look at AMC. Speaking of AMC, let's look at AMC trade real quick before I finish this video. So this beauty hit right there. I like it when you hit me right there. I like that. No, I wouldn't go there. I would go there. I'll come here. Sustainable energy, like real energy. And that ain't even it. Okay, so you can pull it down here. You understand there was some action here. Pull it properly. Zogo. It's been what? So I'm gonna tell me where this is going. This is on the minute. On the minute, okay. Today is the second. At about 17 something, went from 72 to now is 63. Now tell me, you think it's gonna go, the volume is gonna spike like here that pushed it all the way, or is it gonna come down? Now let's look at sellers are reacting to the market. See what I was telling you, all? Like, if you not even like, forget about the news. Forget about the news. If you keep an eye on the action, ooh, look at that. Keep an eye on the action. You see that you caught the action here. There's gonna be consolidation. This is not normal. You know what I mean? Is it gonna ride up here? No, Professor Doom. I think it's gonna ride up to 58 there. About first of all, if it pops, then it's gonna pop here. Right. If it pops, I said 180. If it pops, okay. If it pop, if right. So if it pops up here around 180. But why would I say that? I think it's the market excitement. The market, people get excitement, and there's this like first, second, how many wave though, right? The coronavirus is about to be over, right? What type of technicals does AMC bring to the market, right? AMC. Okay, so I'm just doing this analysis on the fly here. So should I sell part? I'm about to sell half. I'm gonna sell some of my profit so I can buy this another stock I have an eye on. I'm gonna keep an eye on, so I'm gonna sell some of that to buy. Another mover that is around here. You know, when you see them playing around, like say on the 4 hours for a long time, for a while, and be like, kiss it, come back, kiss it, come back, kiss it, come back, right? And there isn't significant movement, like, you know, kiss it, kiss it, and then kiss it, and eventually solidifies. So if you look at here, here's why I would have gotten into, even without like anybody getting excited about this, right? See that line right there? Jeez, why is no other way? So if you keep an eye, if you daily scan around and throw your levels up there on the 4 hours, I usually look at the 4 hours. 4 hours gives you a little bit more information. If you keep here, you keep here. You see this is area of consolidation, and this is 1, 2, 3 touchdown. Up we go. Now when it's giving you that, I wait for another confirmation. TradingView gives you this beautiful thing, but this tells you it's going down, so it doesn't give you any much information on that other than this lines that I really love. This green line. Once this green line is above the red line and the yellow line is below the green line, for me, I get in the market. You know, I get in the market. I don't care what is going on. I get out when it's below it. And that's the bad, because like sometimes when you trade like this from here to here, your profit margins aren't as, oh my bad. And you trade from here to here. When you trade from here to here, you're going from only 1 to 9 versus going 1 to 19. You get it? So now how can you catch how do I catch those 19, those top trade? Oh, come on. Come on. Where are we? What day was that? I'm still looking at this AMC. I'm still looking at this AMC. I'm just trying to show you, say, hey, you know, if I were to double, I get in, I got in on the really good point, and this is time to pull some ish out. At least take out the initial deposit and then write off of the some of the profit, you know, to wherever it goes, and then use that for something else. But the beauty of this now is that this is going to come all the way down, and the correction is inevitable. Right. That's the correction happening. It's inevitable. It's going to do that. See, it's going to give you the vitals. A vital sign is on top there. Right. Vital signs. And if you don't like the vital sign, is if you don't believe me, look at that. It's gonna write this a little bit, write this, and then it's gonna bust. See this straight sell line? This is seller, some cancel. This is some sellers like me who's like, right. I want to start bagging out. And this will eventually correct the market because theaters are opening. People are gonna feel the ants to go out there and experience being together again. But there's gonna be a greater majority of people who are still a little bit held back. Like you would never ever be in, I see like say UFC games selling out. Yeah. People want ants to go out there. But you have to understand certain passion. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how people will feel, going. But I think this is gonna. What was my initial prediction? Um, let's see, pretty close. Like even on the minute chart, you can see where it's going. It's gonna go eventually, right? But good luck to y'all guys. I hope you find value in this video. I hope I shared, some really cool value. In the first part, I really talked about some really important stuff that you can actually copy that idea and go about. You don't even need much training or course. Well, maybe you do courses, but course, as long as you know this fundamental and you can set up a chart with these MAs, you can pretty much make money in the market. If you're in the forex market, your sell will start here, right? Because it goes here, it tells you you want to test, I want to show itself, and then it fails. Once it fails, it's a free fall from there. So, I mean, this is, let's say as an example, looking at a currency pair here. I'm looking at this Euro JPY. This Euro JPY here. So, Euro JPY. So of course there was the bounce back, and the market has been ranging since then. But where can you find a little bit more current information? Right. So since January we've been healthy. We corrected around March. We went up and we'll be rallying. So I mean, this tells you that if you just buy and hold long Euro JPY, you can ride out your profit. You don't have to go anywhere. There's the notion of quick cash where you go in, it's like, how much is my account size? I don't know, it gets stopped out if it goes down here and it goes test, so here's the test range, right? So there's that line and the line below it. Right. So is it forming? Is that a test range is forming there? Is that what I see? Is that what I see? Look at that. It's in the channel right there. It's gonna have a conversation decide if I want to go up or go down. But most likely it's gonna go a little bit sideways and go up after the economy is a little bit open like in next month. It's gonna go up in the next strat in the next whatever it's like. But hey, is it going up because there's all this talk of inflation, right? Is it gonna correct? Well, 134 pre-coronavirus. 120 something. So Is the market healthy? Is there too much saturation of money in the market? In that case, it was gonna come here and then it's gonna come down. And that's why people who predict, this Dr. Dooms who predicting, this is August. Oh yeah, so around towards the end of the year, the effects of printing money and um, economic bailout and all this stimulus check, we'll start feeling it economically. It's not here this September, October, November, so July, 3 months here. So early 2022 is when there's gonna be that little bit of turn down market correction to stabilize, and that would make sense because that would tally with um, when we would know if all this vaccination is correct, if there's real long-term consequence, if there's gonna be a third or fourth lockdown, or if we free out in the cage. Then in that case, then that means that summer 2022 will be relatively normal, like back to what it used to be, close to. So that being said, I'm gonna end this video right here. I hope that this makes sense. Just a little bit of fundamentals, reading the charts. I don't really do too much on all of this stuff, but these are all tools that you really can use to your when they do their promotion, give you like $1 in a month. My cheap ass take this advantage, but on a regular day to day, I don't really need a lot of the fancy tools that they offer, other than the seconds. I wish I have access to, but you have access to those tools on different platforms anyway. So if you really want those seconds tool, you can use it on different platforms. But thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video and found value out of it. If you do, smash like as usual, sub. Cheers.